Crumbl cookies are known for their sweet almond chilled sugar cookie recipe. And today I'm going to show you how to make a copycat version right in your own kitchen. What is up, you guys? It is Carly here, and you're officially cooking with Carly. Last time I did a Crumbl copycat cookie recipe. We did the chocolate chip cookie recipe, and if you haven't watched that video or made the cookies, do so like right now. But you guys loved that video and loved the recipe, so much so that it was one of the most popular dessert posts and recipes on my website last year, and I didn't publish it until later in the year, so that's saying something. So today I thought I would do the sugar cookie copycat recipe with you. It's basically a thick, nice, sweet, buttery, chewy, and soft sugar cookie with both vanilla and almond extract that is topped with a nice sweet almond icing. And then the cookies are chilled and actually served cold. If you haven't tried a cold sugar cookie, don't knock it till you try it. They're actually delicious. We start out with just our basic sugar cookie ingredients here with butter, eggs, sugar, we've got flour, this is baking powder, and then our two extracts, so vanilla and almond. We're going to get started by creaming our butter and sugar together. So this is 1 cup of salted butter and 1 cup of granulated sugar. As always, the recipe that you can print out for this sugar cookie is in the description below. So you can head to that link, print out the recipe for when you want to make these. So let's just cream this butter and sugar together. Now that the butter and sugar is all nice and incorporated, let's put in our wet ingredients. So that's 2 eggs and then our extract. I got a shell in there. Do you want to come up close for the second egg? And like I said earlier, we use both vanilla and almond extract. So this is 1 teaspoon of vanilla and a ½ teaspoon of almond. If you're not an almond extract fan, you can just use all vanilla if you'd like, but to make these, exactly like Crumbl cookies, we're definitely using that almond extract. Let's mix this all together until it's all nice and incorporated. Now, last but not least, we're putting in our all-purpose flour and baking powder. So this is a total of 3 cups of all-purpose flour. And 2 teaspoons of baking powder. Start off slowly so we don't have a big cloud of flour, but we're just gonna mix this together until our dough forms. Now, these sugar cookies are just like the classic Crumbl ones, and if you are not aware, that means they're giant. They're really big cookies, so we're going to use a 1/4 cup of dough for each one of these cookies. So once this is all together nicely, so now that this dough has come together nicely, let's scoop them out, put them on some cookie sheets, and we'll bake them in the oven. Clean this up really fast. I have my cookie scoop here, and this cookie scoop holds 1½ tablespoons of cookie dough. 4 tablespoons of cookie dough equals 1/4 cup, so I'm just going to use 2 heaping scoopfuls, I guess, and create our cookie dough ball with that for each cookie. So I'm going to scoop them all out and then we can make the balls. These cookies do tend to spread while baking. So I always just, limit the cookies to about 6 per cookie sheet. Let's just roll these into nice cookie dough balls, and then we're going to use the back of like a drinking cup, or I'm just going to use the back of this measuring cup and just slowly and gently press them so that they flatten a little bit, just like this. Like I said, they will still spread, but we want to flatten them down a bit. And you can see here that like my edges cracked a little bit. That's okay. If it bothers you, you can just kind of like scoot them back together with your fingers, but I kind of like that look. So we'll just repeat this with the remaining dough. So this pan is ready for the oven. We're going to bake in a 350-degree oven for 9 to 11 minutes. They will expand and kind of puff up, and you just want to watch them so that when the center of the cookie is no longer glossy, that's when you want to pull them out. Don't let them get brown, or else they're going to be dry and crunchy, which is not what we're going for. We want it to still almost be slightly doughy. So as soon as the top is no longer glossy, pull them out and allow them to cool completely on your cookie sheet. The cookies baked in the oven, they've cooled completely on our cookie sheet here. You can see I was not lying when I said that they spread, right? So these are big old cookies. So now it's time to make this sweet almond icing. We are just going to use regular like buttercream ingredients here. We've got butter, powdered sugar, a little bit of milk, and our almond extract. Classically, Crumbls sugar cookies have a pink frosting, and so I've got a neon pink food coloring here, but feel free to, omit that or change the color if you want. We're going to start out by creaming our butter. So just half cup of salted butter. I'm going to slow that down, and we're going to add alternating powdered sugar and then some liquid. So I'm going to start out with 1 cup of powdered sugar. We're going to add a total of 3 cups of powdered sugar to our half cup of butter here. So 1 cup is going in. Turn up the speed a little bit until it gets a little bit more incorporated. I'm going to add in just a touch of milk. You're probably going to use about a tablespoon to a tablespoon and a half of milk, but you can always add more liquid, but you can't take the liquid out as easy without your frosting getting overly sweet by adding in more powdered sugar. I also warmed my milk up a little bit. That was just because sometimes if you add cold milk to your frosting with the food coloring, it will kind of separate, the butter will separate from the frosting. So adding warmed milk or room temperature milk helps to avoid that. Perfect. Slow this back down. Add in another cup of powdered sugar. And then we'll add in our almond extract. You can use up to a teaspoon of almond extract, just I usually start with about a half teaspoon and then taste it, and you can always add more, right? So add in your extract there, and then bring the speed up. I'm gonna add in a little bit more milk to get it back to that frosting consistency. And then we'll add in our last cup of powdered sugar. It's looking good. Sew this back down. Last cup. Speed it up and just add in again that milk slowly, slowly till you get it to that right consistency that you want. Okay, I'm gonna quickly scrape the sides and then give it one last buzz to make sure we get all of that powdered sugar mixed in. All right, let's turn this on. Seemed a little bit thick to me, so I'm just gonna add a teeny bit more milk to thin it out just a little bit. All right, now comes the food coloring. All right, I'm gonna slowly lift this to help clean off the beater there. Okay. Stir this really fast, and then we will frost our cookies. That is perfect. I'm just going to frost them with an offset spatula and then pop them in the fridge, get them nice and chilled, and then we can eat them. I generally just ice where the cookie is indented from where we pressed it down, and then just leave the edges as is. So I'm just going to repeat frosting here and then pop these into the fridge to chill. And you can just keep them and store them in the fridge until you're ready to serve them or eat them or take them to friends or whatever you're planning on doing with them. If you like cookies, make sure to like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel and comment below what your favorite kind of cookie is. That way I can keep making recipes of your favorite cookies. You want to eat all of it? All right, going in the fridge. And there you have how to make your own Crumbl sugar cookies at your house, in your kitchen. And it's really such a good recipe. I know you're gonna love it just as much as my family does. Okay. Chase, would you like to take a bite? It smells almondy. What? I have gestational diabetes. I will take a nib. It's like perfectly chewy. Shouldn't have taken one bite. Okay, somebody take it away from me. You can take a bigger bite than I did. Oh, half the cookie. Is it good?
I want, that's mine, yes, it's mine.
Here. Here. There you go.
She got a half.
No, he's gonna... We're not having a whole one, lady. Those need to go in the fridge anyways.